And I said, New Jack has made a lot of reputation and made a lot of noise about going around talking about 400 years ago, white people got my ancestors, kidnapped them, chained them in the bowels of a slave ship, drug them here, you know, etc. I said, hey, 400 years ago, New Jack, it's time to get over it. But you don't want to get over it because that's what makes you money. And that's what brings you notoriety. I said, in the world today, I said, you've got kids looking up to these sports heroes and rap stars that are getting indicted for murder and robbery, and rape. I said, you've got street gangs, 15, 14, 13 years old carrying automatic machine guns. I said, it's in the news all the time. I said, you got Al Sharpton walking down the street in New York City with a hubcap hanging around his neck, 10 pounds of lard in his hair, saying they're discriminating against me because I'm black. I said, he better hope that they are, because if they're not, he's out of a job. I said, New Jack is just like all those people. They don't attempt to do anything constructive. I said, you don't turn on a TV and see 9 out of 10 black men, 30 years old with a full-time job, 2 kids that are going to school and that pay their taxes. You see the misfits and the weirdos, and that's the category that New Jack fits in. That's what he wants to call a picture to himself. He doesn't want to help any relations between his people and anybody else. He wants to help his relations between himself and a dollar. And I don't think anybody can disagree with that. And if you can, I'll push you in the pool. But anyway, I mean, that's the truth. Al Sharpton gets on the goddamn television and says that the people that fucking called Colin Ferguson, the guy who opened fire in a crowded subway and killed 18,000 people, called him a monster, a beast, were being racist. And people obviously thought enough of that to put him on the goddamn CBS News. You know why? Because if you don't put him and Jesse Jackson, whoever on CBS News, you're a racist. They're fucking crackpots. Their brain, if their brains got dropped in a drinking straw, it would look like a kernel of corn rolling into a storm drain. They're idiots. But if they were white idiots, nobody would give them a second thought. But they're black idiots, so if you don't agree with them, you're a racist. That's the whole fucking thing. And everybody is too chicken, or too fucking scared, or just too nervous to come out and say that. But it's the goddamn truth. I'm not talking about James Earl Jones here. I'm talking about a fucking guy with a goddamn James Brown hairdo, wears a fucking robe. He's a reverend of what? What is he a reverend of? The Church of the Divine fucking Inspiration and Discount Upholstery House? So anyway, I did that interview and I said, hey, here's a news bulletin. I said, some white people don't like black people. I said, and some black people don't like white people. And it's always going to be that way. But New Jack, you ain't doing nothing to help your people. All you're doing is something to help yourself, and that's call more attention to yourself and make a bigger stir. Just like Snoop Doggy Dogg and all these rap stars and all these other people, that's all you want to do if you want to be a gangster. Well, we're going to gang you, son. And I went into the wrestling program. And to me, that made people think, okay, he just said what the fuck we, 9 out of 10 of us, would like to have been saying for the longest time now. And it's shit you don't hear on TV very often. That must mean that he's telling the truth. So that must also mean he's telling the truth when he says that they're going to kick their ass. And we did 16 grand in Knoxville. So maybe they believe it. So if anybody don't agree with me, that's their right. I don't give a fuck. That's the way I believe. You know, I think this whole racist thing, especially if it applied to me, if being a racist means that you think that fucking Al Sharpton is a crackpot, then God bless being a racist. But I think there's more to it than that. I think you have to actively want to hurt an entire segment of the population to legitimately be a racist. And that ain't happening. But the whole country's gone fucking nuts over it, and everybody's so nervous and scared about saying anything about anything. I mean, what would happen if a white guy had opened fire in a fucking subway crowded with black people, and the Klan had come out and said, well, he was just doing right because hell, all there was niggers. Jesus Christ, they'd be shooting people in the fucking street. But yet, I mean, I hate to harp on just the one point because there's been so many others, but they come out and actually legitimately said that people were being racist for calling that fucking guy a beast. It's fucking stupid. That's why everybody's running around crazy shooting people, because they think they can get away with it. Goddamn cannibals have a fucking support group. Oh, goddamn, don't discriminate against cannibals. It's a sickness. It's not our fault. Well, whose fucking fault is it you're gnawing on that fucking calf? You got liver in your refrigerator they didn't sell at Kroger. Whose fucking fault is that? It's yours. I mean, and everybody went, oh, goddamn, he was temporarily insane. Oh, Susan Smith, should she get the death penalty? She was all upset. You know, her boyfriend wasn't going to fuck her anymore because she had 2 kids. Well, goddamn, get 2 fucking D-cell batteries and go to fucking Spencer Gibbs and be happy. How can there be any debate? She put these 2 kids in a fucking car, rolled the windows up, strapped them in, and pushed them in a lake. It took 6 minutes for them to sink. How can there be any debate about whether or not that they ought to put it on NBC? And I think they ought to rotate it once a week. Every month, every network gets a shot at it. This week, here's the fuck up we're killing. We're going to kill you if you fuck up too. Please don't fuck up. I bet people wouldn't fuck up. Make it like a fucking wrestling show. Saturday night's main event. Do it different each week. Cut motherfucker's head off. You tell me the guy that raped the girl cut her arms off with an axe and left her in the ditch? And he went to jail and then got out? Should you not take him on network television and say, okay, first of all, pull the dick out, down the arms, whack, whack, okay, here you are in the ditch, please bleed freely. And just fucking shoot the camera till he bleeds to death, which is what he planned for the guy or the girl that he attacked originally. Everybody like, oh, we gotta be careful of their rights. You know, it's not only the racism thing, it's everything. It's horseshit. Have common sense. Fuck. Nobody, I mean, you know, sure, you can be pushed to killing somebody. I've threatened to kill men. I'd fucking kill him if I could get away with it. I'd hurt him anyway. But when you go above and beyond and start, you know, raping 6-year-old kids and cutting people's arms off and fucking eating 12 people in your neighborhood for dinner, what does it take to revoke your fucking membership card? Before people finally say, oh, I guess it's okay, we can go ahead and plug him now. You know, it's like there's a quota or something. Fucking idiots. So, you know, anyway. Golly, what other lighthearted topic?